Hi, M.I Crowley. This is Anders, and next to me I have
Björn. What's up, M.I?
Sorry, you want to say hi again?
What's up, M.I?
And we are from the band In Flames.
Great to finally talk to you guys. Listening to your entire catalog, I have to say, there seems to be 3 different chapters in terms of style. However, there's one thing that's for sure. You guys are not afraid to step out of the box. It looks like you guys went in a heavier direction with I the Mask than say Battles. With that said, what was the process like recording the new album?
Working on I the Mask was sort of the same as on Battles. We used the same producer.
Same studio.
Same studio. Björn and myself, we went to LA to write the album. Yeah, we didn't have an intention of making the album so or so. The only thing we said was to move the guitars a little bit more up front in the mix. That was it. And then we just tried to make the best possible In Flames album that we can. And that, I think that's have been the mentality of the band since the very beginning, you know. All these albums are important to our career. I don't think we ever try to fit into a certain genre or we never seen it at certain chapters, whatever happens, you know. And we don't write constantly. We don't write on the road, so there are a year or 2 years or 3 years in between, and I like when you can see the differences. There's times that passed, you know, and things happen, and you are in a different place in life, and then that affects the music.
Of course, some of the songs were difficult to grasp, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing. Not only did it move in a heavier direction than Battles, but the lyrics were heavy that can make one reflect on their own life and pain. Is there anything you're willing to share about some of the themes?
I think that is important to understand, actually. Pretty much what you said. I want people to think for themselves. I want them to dig into the lyrics and make it personal. I don't want to sit here and explain everything, because that's what we do. Everybody needs everything explained to them, you know, minor details all the time. They want to see how a band record. They want to be in the studio. They want to have a track by track. They want to have, you know, peek into our private lives. There's nothing that is secret anymore. There's nothing that up for personal interpretations. But it's definitely dealing with, you know, issues about being a person in today's society, and I mean, it's called I the Masks, and it's about the masks that we wear as people for certain situations, to shield ourselves from the outside world. And yeah, that's as much explanation as you're gonna get.
Typically, with a different lineup, it can add a different energy and creativity with the writing process. How has it been adding Bryce and Tanner?
It doesn't affect the writing process at all. That being said, these are awesome guys, and they bring a certain energy live. But writing the music, we don't take that in consideration. But who knows how it's gonna? Who knows how it's gonna be in the future? Who knows? But right now, it's. We went there and we wrote and we recorded, and then we let people hear it, you know. But they're awesome dudes, and we are so lucky that, you know, like we usually say, you know, lucky that every time somebody leaves the band, we get someone that really want to be part of this, and it creates, you know, a different atmosphere, of course, because they're different persons, but we're lucky with finding awesome guys who are not only great on stage, they are awesome off stage as well.
How long did it take between finding new members?
So lucky. I mean, same thing happened, well, especially after Battles, losing Peter left. And we actually came to the Battles recording without a drummer. We didn't even think about like having auditions and getting somebody like to be part of the band. We just thought that everybody's a musician in LA, so we figured that we'd find somebody. And Joe, who was with us for that record and for some touring after that, he was just an awesome dude, and he had time and he wanted to do this, and So he joined the band, basically, and we got super lucky. We didn't need to do any auditions or anything. And then for I the Mask, we were in pretty much the same situation again. Joe's back was messed up. He couldn't play any more drums, so he really wanted to do the record, so he plays on most of the record, but then we did some extra recording a couple of months later, and we had found Tanner, and that's on recommendation from Joe, so we didn't need to do any real auditions. He sent a couple of videos, that's about it. Peter left, and Joe recommended Bryce because he knew he was an awesome dude, that it would fit in with this gang, and playing wise it was not a problem for him. So we've been very, very lucky when it comes to that, and all these changes have only made us stronger. I mean, all the people that are in the band are in it because they want to be there, you know, and nobody is feeling like it's shit, you know?
Awesome. A simple change for everyone.
Very natural, organic progression for us.
Do you ever look back on your catalog, or is it to create a balanced set list?
We want to mix it up. I mean, it's what we first and foremost want to do is present the new material because it's fresh, it's new, and we're excited to play stuff we haven't really played before. So that's the first thing we want to do. But also we love every song, you know, and the songs, at least the last 8 records or something, they've all been written with the live environment in consideration, so they're meant to be played live. So, but it's not getting easier. I mean, 200 something plus songs right now, and try to fit that in on an hour and a half, it's simply not possible. You know, so you have to, you know, pick and choose wisely.
Any thoughts on album anniversaries? I believe this year marks 20 years since Colony.
You know the answer to this one as well. No. No is the answer. I think that train left the station. You know, we should have done Luna Strain and Gesturates and Horacle, and, you know, before that, if we were taking that in consideration. I love those albums. We love those albums, and they meant tremendously for our career, of course. But yeah, we are not a band that look backwards. We look forwards all the time. But that doesn't mean we don't like them. As I said, those are great, and that's why we're here today, you know.
Speaking of forward, I believe you have 2 runs back to back. Once those wrap up, what other touring plans do you have for this year?
As far as we know right now, is we go back and then we go pretty much straight into UK, play some shows over there, some shows in France, some selective shows in Europe, go over to Russia and Ukraine maybe. And then we don't really know. Get prepared for the summer festivals back home. We have, I don't know how many, but there's a bunch of festivals and our own festivals in the at the end of that cycle. It's called Borgholm Brinner. It takes place on an island outside of Sweden called Öland, and it's awesome. It's our 2nd year we hold that festival, and yeah. Then we will see, but it's gonna be more tours, of course. We're gonna tour this year and next year. Before we even think about another album, I think. Yeah.
Completely understandable. Is there anything else that you want to say or add about the album?
We hope you like it. We do, and if not, I can help you. No, but it's like we're so happy that we can do what we do, and it's because of our fans, and it's just amazing. And we've been doing this for such a long time, and it's just, think about it, it's just crazy. So we are extremely grateful, and we hope you like this album as much as we do.
It was great speaking to you guys.
It was great talking to you, M.I Crowley.
Awesome.
Until next time.
And that was Anders and Björn of In Flames. If you haven't yet, check out their new album, I the Mask. It is what they say, a lot heavier than Battles. Until next time, I am M.I Crowley, signing off.